5 daily shower habits that increase blood clot risk in SENIORS. Have you ever paused to think about the connection between your daily shower routine and your heart health? As a heart surgeon, I have spent years studying how small, seemingly harmless choices can quietly shape your circulatory system. Today, we will explore 5 specific habits that many older adults practice in the shower that can raise the risk of blood clots. Some will feel completely ordinary, while others might surprise you. And yes, one of them is a common practice most people never think to question. Keep watching because by the end you will know exactly what to change, what to watch for, and how to make safe, simple adjustments that protect your circulation without sacrificing comfort. 1. Staying too long in very hot water. Let's start with one of the most beloved parts of a shower, the steam. There is nothing quite like stepping into a blast of hot water after a long day or a cold morning. But here is what many people do not realize. Standing under very hot water for several minutes at a time can quietly encourage blood to pool in your legs, and that pooling is the raw material for clot formation. Hot water does 2 important things. First, it expands your blood vessels, a process called vasodilation. When your vessels dilate, blood can slow down as it travels back toward the heart. Second, if your shower is longer than usual, your body temperature rises. Your heart responds by working a little harder to keep everything balanced. In older adults whose circulation is already less efficient, these effects can add up. Think about your veins as a network of highways. If a lane narrows or traffic slows, congestion appears. In your body, slow-moving blood allows platelets and proteins to stick together more easily. That is the start of a clot. If that clot breaks free and travels, it can reach your lungs or other vital organs and cause serious complications. The good news is that this risk is largely avoidable with small shifts in how long you stay in the heat and how you transition to cooler temperatures. If you enjoy long hot showers, here is a safer path. Keep the water at a moderate warmth instead of scalding. Limit your time under the hottest setting to a few minutes, and then gradually lower the temperature. This simple change encourages your vessels to contract back toward normal, and it helps your heart avoid extra strain. You can also move during the shower. Shifting your weight or flexing your ankles every minute or two activates your calf muscles, which act like pumps that help push blood upward. Picture someone like Maria, 71, who loves her early morning hot shower. Over time, she noticed her legs felt heavy and her ankles looked puffy afterward. Her doctor explained that her extended time in hot water was widening her vessels and slowing return flow. By cutting back to 5 to 7 minutes of hot water and adding a brief cool rinse, Maria restored the comfort she loved without compromising her circulation. The principle is simple. Enjoy your warmth, but keep your system from staying in the dilated state for too long. Key takeaways. Use warm, not very hot, water for most of your shower. Set a mental timer for the hottest part of your shower, then cool things down a bit. Move your legs, flex your ankles, and shift your weight to keep blood flowing. If you have heart disease, high blood pressure, or reduced mobility, keep showers shorter and warmer rather than long and hot. 2. Shocking your legs with sudden cold water. Now let's talk about cold water. A brisk blast at the end of a shower can feel energizing, right? For many, it is a quick wake-up call. But sudden cold water on your legs can create a rapid shock to your circulatory system. When cold hits your skin, your vessels constrict almost immediately, a process called vasoconstriction. In older adults whose blood already moves more slowly in the legs, that constriction narrows pathways further and can cause blood to linger. This isn't just about discomfort. When vessels tighten quickly, your heart has to adapt. Blood pressure can briefly rise, and the cardiovascular system experiences extra stress. Some people notice dizziness or lightheadedness, or even an irregular heartbeat. The issue isn't the idea of cooler water, it is the abruptness of the temperature change. If you enjoy a cool finish, make it a gradual experience. Start by lowering the temperature just a little, then let your body adjust, and cool further if you still want that refreshing sensation. This pacing allows your vessels to respond without locking up, and it prevents that sudden clampdown that can trap blood in the lower legs. The result is similar to the hot water tip: moderation and pacing, not extremes. Consider Harold, 78, who loved ending with a 20-second cold blast. He began feeling tingling and heaviness in his calves that lasted for hours. His physician explained that the sharp constriction was trapping blood in his veins and reducing flow. By switching to a gradual cool down and spending a minute or two at a lower but not cold temperature, Harold eliminated those lingering symptoms. He still finished feeling refreshed, but his circulation was protected. Key takeaways: avoid sudden blasts of cold water on your legs. Cool down slowly, letting your body adjust step by step. If you feel dizzy, stop the cooling and return to warm water. A gentle finish can give you the refresh you want without circulatory stress. 3. Holding one position. 2. Long sitting or crouching. Let's move to position. Many seniors prefer sitting in the shower for balance or comfort. Others crouch down to wash their feet or shave their legs. These choices make sense, but holding a fixed position can quietly increase clot risk. When you sit with your knees bent or keep your legs tucked under you for an extended time, the veins in your lower limbs can become compressed. That compression slows the return of blood to your heart. In younger bodies, strong circulation and active muscles usually compensate. As we age, the efficiency of those natural pumps declines. Add the warmth of the shower, which encourages slight vessel dilation, and you can end up with sluggish circulation that lingers long after you step out. The key is movement, even if you sit most of the time. If you use a shower stool, aim to change your position every minute or two. Shift your feet, stretch your legs, or gently flex your ankles. If you crouch, avoid holding that pose for long stretches. Alternate between standing and sitting tasks. The point is to keep your calf muscles engaged and your blood moving. Picture a leaner 73 who enjoys a long, thorough shower while seated. She started noticing redness and puffiness after her routine. Her doctor explained that the prolonged stillness was slowing blood return and increasing clot risk. A leaner began alternating sitting and standing, plus ankle flexes every few minutes, and those symptoms faded. She kept her safe, calm routine, but introduced movement that kept her circulation active. Key takeaways: change positions frequently, even if you mostly sit. Flex your ankles and stretch your legs to engage the calf pump. Alternate between sitting and standing when you can. Short bursts of movement matter more than you might think. 4. Sitting still right after the shower. What you do immediately after the shower matters too. Many people step out, wrap themselves in a warm towel, and sit down for a while. That feels comforting, but it can create the perfect setup for blood to pool. Warm water dilates your vessels, so more blood settles into your leg veins while you shower. If you then sit still for 20 to 30 minutes, that blood has extra time to linger and thicken. In the minutes after your shower, your muscles need to help move that extra volume back to the heart. If you sit immediately and remain still, those muscles are inactive. Over time, this pattern can increase the likelihood of clot formation and lead to swelling, heaviness, or cramps. The solution is simple: keep moving for a few minutes after you step out. You do not need an intense workout. Light activity is enough. Walk to make your bed, fold a few towels, or put away toiletries. If balance is a concern, stand and shift your weight from one leg to the other, or do gentle calf raises while holding on to a sturdy surface. The goal is to transition from the warm, relaxed state of the shower back to active circulation. Consider Anita, 69, who loved her long showers followed by a quiet tea on her couch. She started having puffy ankles and occasional calf cramps. Her physician linked it to post-shower stillness. By adding 10 minutes of light movement tidying up, gentle stretching, Anita reduced her symptoms and felt more energetic throughout the day. She still enjoys her tea, but now it follows movement, not stillness. Key takeaways: avoid sitting still for long after a warm shower. Add light activity for a few minutes: walking, light chores, gentle stretches. If balance is a concern, do safe standing shifts and light raises. Your post-shower routine is a powerful lever for better circulation. 5. Ignoring warning signs from your body. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, do not ignore subtle signals your body sends during or right after a shower. Swelling in the feet or ankles, a heavy feeling in the legs, or an unusual tightness or warmth in the calves can be early signs that blood is pooling and circulation is compromised. Many people dismiss these sensations as normal aging. While they can have harmless causes, they can also indicate developing risk. During a warm shower, your vessels expand. If your circulation is already slowed by age or underlying conditions, or if you have been less active, that pooling becomes more noticeable. You might see flushed or slightly discolored skin, feel a mild throbbing, or sense warmth in specific spots. These changes are your body's way of telling you something is not quite right. Brushing these messages aside day after day can mean missing the chance to address a developing clot before it becomes a medical emergency. If you notice any of these symptoms, track when they happen. Are they tied to your shower temperature, duration, or position? Do they recur? Speak with your healthcare provider about what you are experiencing, especially if symptoms appear in one leg or come on suddenly. Early attention can mean the difference between a quick fix and a dangerous complication. Picture Carlos, 82, who enjoyed evening showers to relax before bed. He noticed his left calf felt heavier than his right after showering, and the feeling faded when he sat. He ignored it until one night his left leg swelled and stayed warm. He sought care and learned a clot had formed. Treatment was successful, but Carlos later wished he had acted earlier. That awareness could have prevented the clot altogether. Key takeaways. Take swelling, heaviness, or warmth seriously. Note when symptoms occur and what might trigger them. Seek medical advice, especially if signs affect one leg or appear suddenly. Early action is your best defense. Practical action plan, simple shifts that keep you safe. Now that we have covered the 5 habits, let's make it easy. Here is a quick checklist you can use in your next shower. Set a mental timer for the hottest part of your shower and keep it brief. Mix warm with lukewarm, then cool, gradually avoid extremes. Move every minute or two, shift, stretch, flex ankles. Change positions often if you sit or crouch. After your shower, add light movement for a few minutes. Watch for warning signs, don't wait for them to just go away. If you have heart disease, high blood pressure, or mobility issues, talk to your doctor about your shower routine. Remember, these changes are not about giving up comfort. They are about small, thoughtful adjustments that protect your circulation and your heart. A note on heart health BASICS. Let's tie this back to your overall cardiovascular health. What you do outside the shower also matters. Regular walking, simple ankle exercises, and hydration support healthy circulation. If your doctor has recommended compression garments, use them as directed. If you take medications like blood thinners, follow your plan and discuss any temperature-related routines that affect your circulation. Small daily choices build a resilient system, and your shower can be part of that resilience instead of a hidden risk. What viewers ask me most? I often hear questions like, how hot is too hot? Think warm, not scalding. If your skin turns red quickly or you feel lightheaded, the water is likely too hot or your time under it is too long. What about a cold burst? It can be refreshing, but only if done gradually to avoid vessel shock. Is standing better than sitting? Not necessarily. Movement matters more than posture. If you sit, move frequently. If you stand, avoid long stillness. Stories that inspire change. I have seen people in their 70s and 80s transform how they feel by simply adjusting their showers. Patients who once struggled with swelling and fatigue found relief and renewed confidence by moderating heat, pacing their cooling, and adding post-shower movement. They did not overhaul their routines, they tuned them. The result was better circulation, fewer symptoms, and a stronger sense of independence. Final thoughts and a call to action. Your shower is a daily ritual that should refresh you, not quietly challenge your health. The 5 habits we explored: long hot showers, sudden cold shocks, prolonged stillness, post-shower inactivity, and ignoring subtle symptoms, can collectively increase clot risk. But each one has a straightforward fix. Moderation in temperature, gradual changes, frequent movement, attention to your body's signals. These choices are simple, practical, and within your control. If you found this helpful, leave a comment and tell me which section resonated most with you. If you are new here, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you do not miss upcoming content about heart health and circulation. Thank you for watching. Start small, stay consistent, and keep your circulation strong.